My name is Linda Anderson, and I'm the Secretary of the Sooke Arts Council. But I'm also a member of Cliffside 6, which is a show we're featuring at this time. One of our challenges, and I'm now speaking as a member of Cliffside 6, the challenge was to create a body of artwork with the COVID restrictions. Because it is collaborative, there is at least two artists working on each painting. This one here, the umbrellas, and we've divided the photograph taken by one of our members, and we've divided it into 9 squares, and each of our artists took pieces home and created them separately, hoping that it would all work together when we put it together for the opening. And it worked between Linda Simrose and Catherine Motteshed. And it's an interesting one because this was never done at any point together. Each change was made by the artist and it was emailed back and forth. So it started out with a painting that was done early by Catherine Motteshed, and she passed it on to Linda Simrose, who then did her interpretations of the composition. But the big discussion was on the background. And as you can see there, that it's been 3 different backgrounds, which is one of the fun things about the collaboration show. We all have to learn how to take criticism, we have to learn how to give criticism, we have to exchange ideas, and we have to be able to be strong enough to work on another person's piece of artwork, which is not always easy. And the other interesting part about it is it started in acrylic, and then it went to, again, Linda Simrose took it and kept it going acrylic. But by this time, Catherine had changed to oils, and she wasn't quite happy with going back to acrylics. So the top layer on this piece is oils. Because the whole show is collaborative, I'd like to explain a couple of the pieces. And this one here is created by myself and Bernadette Hardy. So we decided on a diptych because it was early in the COVID time, and we were allowed to be in the same studio but with masked and distanced. But I'm teaching, on this particular piece, I'm teaching Bernadette how to use the medium of modeling paste to create arbutus trees and make it a 3-dimensional effect. So our idea was to create a diptych, which the composition works. This piece is painted denim, and it's sewn by Carol Brown, who is a guest of Linda Kirsten, the member of our Cliffside 6. And you're seeing the front, and it has a driftwood button, but you're also looking at the back in the mirror, which is fully painted, beautiful design on the back. And the design is by Linda Kirsten. This piece is a collaboration between Linda Simrose and Linda Kirsten. And because we live on the West Coast and we wanted to have a little fun with the whole show, they've created an octopus, and her name is called Judy. And she's created with a wire armature on a piece of driftwood, and covered. The octopus is created with cloth and paper mache covered over, and they were able to be together on this one, again distance, but each person worked on a different layer. This piece is a watercolor, and it's created by myself and Elaine Hughes. Elaine did the waterfall, and it's the Sitting Lady waterfall in Machosen, and she did it on a half sheet of watercolor paper. And then she handed it to me, and I then took a full sheet of watercolor paper and I painted the foreground, which included the arbutus tree. And once I had painted it, I took a sharp razor blade and cut out around the arbutus tree so that when we put 2 layers together, the waterfall would be exposed. So it's a bit of a 3-dimensional effect, although where we joined the one larger sheet to the one underneath, we matched colors. This piece of artwork is done by Elaine Hughes and Catherine Motteshed. It's the Caleb Pike House in Langford, and the drawing and the pen and ink was done by Catherine Motteshed, and the watercolor washes filling in was done by Elaine Hughes.